Hey there, do you have a visitor's pass to be here at Lincoln High School?
Antonio! Good seeing you, man.
The origin story of the Denver Scholarship Foundation really comes back to Tim and Bernie Marquez, who had a big dream and a big vision to do something that had never been done before.
Well, this is where it all started here. Well, Lincoln was a much different school when I was here versus now. I honestly don't know if the word college was ever even uttered here.
Well, I grew up in Michigan. My dad worked for GM. My mom, she stayed at home. There was 8 kids. Education was important. My parents wanted us to be able to take care of ourselves.
And so when we started the Scholarship Foundation, we really wanted something that would be a game changer for Denver.
Meantime, the rising cost of college, it's a challenge for a lot of families out there.
When Tim and Bernie said that they were going to contribute $50 million to this effort, I couldn't believe it. And we would do almost anything to try to support them. Fortunately, what they were trying to do was aligned incredibly well with what we were trying to do with the Denver plan.
So the first thing we did, we sat down with 3 high school principals and said, any kid who can get into college and has financial need, we're going to help them, period. A guy I just love, Antoine Wilson, who's the principal at Montbello, he said, I've been really working hard to get my kids to go to college. But parents come and criticize and said, why are you getting their hopes up? They can't afford to go to college. And he said, I just didn't have a good answer.
And at the time, our oldest daughter was starting to apply for college, and we realized how difficult it is to navigate that system. And so that's where we got the ideas of the Future Centers.
When I think about being one of the first students that was impacted by the Denver Scholarship Foundation, it's, first of all, wow, you know, together. Like I never felt like it was you, an adult, creating the space for the students that needed it. It was, hey, what do y'all think about this? And I don't know if that was you being like, I don't know what I'm doing, so let them go. But it really felt like we were a part of something together.
From the moment I walked in this building, it felt like home to me. When this whole concept of the Future Center was being discovered, I was like, that's my dream job. What about scholarships? How many of you guys applied for at least one scholarship? That first year, we started to get a lot of traction. But we were literally building this ginormous airplane as it was flying.
And you know, while we were organizing the space junior year, I didn't fully understand what it was for. By the time senior year came around, it was, where are you going to be at in a few years?
Do you know if you have to pick an emphasis or a specialty in political science at DU? Like international relations? So I didn't just stay in my office. I would, crazy or not, go hang out at lunch hour and just talk to kids. And I would make sure to talk to all the kids, not just the ones that would come see us or the higher achieving kids academically. I targeted everyone. Well, they would say sometimes like, Mr., not my thing, it's not for me.
You know, one of the things we focused on when we started this was college is not just 4-year university, it's community college, it's trade school. You know, whatever post-high school education that you can do, you're going to make more money, you're going to be more independent, is really going to make your life a lot better.
You know, part of Tim and Bernie's vision was that this Denver Scholarship Foundation would be a community. You know, they put more time and energy into creating all the things that made it a success. And Tim would sit down with these kids and, you know, say, hey, I understand where you're coming from. I went to Lincoln High School. And within 30 seconds, he could put them at ease. And that was amazing to watch.
You know, watching these young people literally jump socioeconomic classes by the time they're 30. They're in this whole new realm of opportunity. They have social capital, they have skills, they have leadership, and it's going to have a huge impact.
I recall the moment at senior night. I said, thank you, Curtis. If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't have been here. And you said, it was you who was staying up till 2, 3 a.m. It was all you. I was like, thank you. And you were a big part of recognizing my skills and my talents at that time. Even though they weren't always prevalent to me, you know? So, yeah. So I attended Regis University, class of 2011. Afterwards, I became a teacher at South High School. And then I am now currently working at a nonprofit organization as their director of programs.
They're out changing the world. And you know, Tim and Bernie can look back and say, we did this. We created something.